Hello, this is Arthur again, and today we have another Mercedes SL. This is a 2007 SL550, and it is here because the roof is not functioning. The owner purchased this car not that long ago, a week or two ago, and the roof wasn't working, and he was told that the trunk latch is the reason that it is not working and the roof is not opening. So he wanted to get it checked to see if there's any other issues with the roof. So I did go over it, and I did find actually the trunk latch is not working properly, and I also found few other reasons what would make this roof not work properly. So I'm gonna go over them and show you what I replaced, how I found the problem, and also I'm gonna show you the operation of the roof once then now it is working. But first, let's take a look at this car, since it's a really nice car. Okay, as I mentioned, this car is a 2007. It's a SL550. It does have some V8 bi-turbo badges on the side, which it does not apply to this car, and the owner is going to remove it, the badges. However, he hasn't had a chance yet. It is in very nice shape. It has this beautiful blue color, and it does have nice cream interior, very clean. And I think this color looks great. It stands out from other SLs that are usually silver or black, and this one stands out nicely. There's not really any modifications on it other than the badging. I think the spoiler was added at some point. It looks okay. It does have some nice Michelin Pilot Sport tires on it, which I think shows that the car is usually maintained well and people spend a lot of money on the tires. As well as it has Mercedes windshield wipers, that most likely Mercedes dealer serviced. Overall, it's in very nice shape. It drives really good. It feels very tight. It only has 78,000 miles, and it does feel like it. It's a very tight feeling car with a nice power and a nice sound from the 5.5 liter V8. Now let's take a look at the issues that I found. So initially what happened is when I got the car, when I got in, it said on the dash, when I tried to operate the roof, the message would come on. They would say the partition is not fully closed. That kind of made me think that the partition might have not been closed well, or the sensor is not working well. And what happened is that is why the roof is not activating. Usually on these cars, there's this partition. It has to be clicked in on this side. There's a sensor. So once I clicked that in, it still wouldn't work. Nothing would happen at this time. When I would try to operate the roof, nothing was happening. And then I noticed that the trunk wouldn't suction in, the trunk latch. When I would close it, it wouldn't suction in. I tried to reset the pump, and it would try to suction, but I would get a loud hissing noise from here, which is where the latch is located, and there's a little chamber on the latch, and it cracks, and the whole lock needs to be replaced. Here is the old lock that I had replaced, and the new one is on it already, and it started working after that. However, you could hear, when you try to activate, you could hear the pump, but nothing would happen. So I went ahead and I looked at the oil. I saw there's no oil in there. The pump's located right there underneath the covers in the corner. And then I put oil in there, and next I noticed that there's a oil leak. I'll put in little videos to show you guys where the oil leaks were coming from as I go through the explanation. I noticed the oil leak from the roof, which was right here. And then the second oil leak I noticed was on this trunk lid solenoid cylinder that goes over here on the left side. This was leaking a lot. I suggested that we replace this cylinder first, then the roof one, and then they should take care of the issues. I didn't see any other leaks. And we did. We replaced this one, and we replaced the roof one, which this is the one on the trunk, and this is the one that goes on the roof. And this one is kind of tricky to replace because you have to run all the lines all the way back to the pump, and they're kind of difficult to run. I did that, and after that it would try to open a little bit, but it wouldn't really open too much. And once I removed all these covers over here, I noticed more leaks, and I'm going to show you in a little video the leaks over there, right here. And once I saw the leaks there, I had to buy two new cylinders, I'm sorry. And they're this one, and this one. And I replaced these. At that point, the roof did start working, but more than, if you would operate it but more than once, it would, again, it wouldn't operate. You could hear the pump, and I checked the oil level again, and the oil would be low. I couldn't really see any obvious leaks, but I can see that the oil is going somewhere. And I checked these two cylinders over here and the two cylinders on the other side, and nothing was leaking. And so I decided to take apart the roll bar, because those are also activated hydraulically, and you can remove these covers over here on the side, this one and as well as the other side, and you can take a few other things off the stop covers, and you access there's one cylinder on this side, there's no cylinder on the other side, there's a shock, but there are also two blocks, cylinder locks, that activate during a roll. If the car is rolled, it's the small ones, and it will squirt fluid really quick, and it will activate the roll bar. So I had to replace this one since it was leaking, and these two, they're both were leaking. One I noticed first that was leaking, I replaced it, and then once I activated, the driver's side was leaking as well. I'm gonna show you guys in a video both sides leaking. Now we have all these parts replaced. Let's see, all new Mercedes boxes. These are almost the same part numbers, all of them, just one or two digits are off. Luckily they are available to purchase. This is the trunk latch. They are available to purchase on the Mercedes, and it takes about a day to get them. So it's kind of the nice thing about them. There are some cars, their convertible parts are really hard to get, and this one actually, thankfully, were available. They are expensive, but better to replace them and not worry about them again than go try to replace seals and stuff, and who knows if that's gonna work. This is the other one. So I'm gonna show you the activation of the roof. So far it's fixed. It was an expensive repair, took a while to get it done, about a week, but it is what it is. It's fixed now. I'm happy for the owner to pick it up and enjoy his new convertible. It is a beautiful car, and it will probably be back for some other repairs, but as far as the roof goes, so far everything is okay. Okay, let me show you the operation.